You know, here lately, with 4 months left, I've really been pondering the question, how did I get here? What did it take for me to get right here? And I think about that and I think, you know, it really is a time commitment. But it's a time commitment. You get out of it exactly what you put into it. You know, even from the very beginning of me getting a Competent Communicator Award and then the Competent Leadership Award, and because of that, being invited to an advanced club, and then being in that advanced club and being with other leaders and stepping into positions like the new club's chairperson. I had no idea what I was doing. No idea. And yet I learned and grew and found out about that position, and then found myself traveling all over the district doing kickoff or demonstration meetings for new clubs, starting new clubs. I then found myself as the club fitness program chairperson and getting a good understanding of what it took to help struggling clubs and keep clubs fit. Next up, Sandy Malone had asked me to be an area governor at the time. I had no idea what I was stepping into, but that gave me the opportunity to learn and grow and start to network and really get a good feeling of what it took to lead people, and clubs, especially in a volunteer organization. It's truly, truly a challenge, and I see a couple people shaking your head. You know exactly what I'm talking about. All of those things helped me to get here. Did I set out to get here? No. But it was a journey of doing one thing and then another thing and spending a little time doing that. And when I look back now, I think, wow, that was a lot of time investment. But it was an investment in me. What better thing could you invest in? A little bit of risk, certainly some failure, but it was a huge opportunity for me to learn and grow and be able to step into being here. I have enjoyed this year. You know, I started out this year waking up in the morning thinking, wow, am I really the bus driver? Am I really the bus driver with close to 3,500 passengers on board? Do I have a team of, not really me, but is there a team that I work with of 60 people to help me manage this district? It was truly a mind blower for me to realize that. I'm just a mechanic from Everett. And yet, here I am today, the district director of District 2 Toastmasters program. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. And everything I did along that way. What helped me too was to realize and become passionate about this program. You see, once I realized it wasn't all about me, it was about that new person. In providing a good program and the opportunities for her to experience the same things that I experienced. I came to realize it wasn't about me. And then, when Sandy took me to Malaysia, and my first experience at a Toastmasters International Convention. And just like the Olympics, there was a flag ceremony where they brought out every flag from every country that the Toastmasters program is in. And I noticed, out come the Ukrainian flag. And then the Russian flag. And it hit me that the Toastmasters program is a worldwide organization that does not recognize borders. See, to me, that's the way you change the world, through a program about communication, doesn't recognize borders, and has no political agenda at all. It's about networking with people around the planet. That hit me so hard, and you know, that really gave me a passion that began to burn. And it gave me a reason for moving forward within the district trio. I also learned that year that the world champion of public speaking was from Sri Lanka. And he was part of a district that was in India. Now, those two countries aren't the best of neighbors. Yet, here's a Toastmasters program that extended across that border. That's what you need to find, is some kind of passion about this program that will keep you active and realize you don't get to keep it unless you give it away. And that's what it's all about, is providing that opportunity for that new person to learn and grow. You know, I can't hardly talk about or think about how I got here without thinking about some of the gifts that I've gotten along the way. And you may not realize it, but out on your journey within this program, there's going to be opportunities that you had no idea were there. And yet when they present themselves, you're going to step right into them. And that's the magic that this program gives you. You know, when I first started in Snohomish County Toastmasters Club up in Everett, somebody gave me the idea about getting into radio. I had never considered that. Today, there's 300,000 people subscribed to my podcast. Wow. I'm just a mechanic from Everett, who probably had a sphere of influence of a couple of hundred people in Snohomish County. Now my show's global. You know, recently, well, within the last couple of years, I would go to meetings and Deb Ferguson and others would talk about writing a book. And I would think, wow, I could do that. Even though writing is probably one of my least favorite things to do, and I didn't do so well in high school English, but yet I knew I had a message. Over the last couple of years, I wrote a book. And just recently, 2 weeks ago, I signed with a publisher. Yeah. Would I have ever? But here's the deal about one of the biggest gifts that I got from this program that helped to get me here. Many of you might remember, some of you might have been there, but in 2011, I ended up on the district stage competing. Omar was there, Vladimir was there, a couple other people were there. I'd only been in Toastmasters a little over a year. I went out on that stage, I started out on my speech, and I can remember I was just going to power this speech into the audience, and about 3 minutes into it, I forgot it. Who was there? Yeah, some of you remember that. I don't think I could have told you my name. That's how mentally blocked I was. And ultimately, I ended up walking off the stage. Huge failure. Huge. But that was a big gift. Because now, wherever I went through the district, people knew who I was. They just didn't know why until I explained to them, well, you probably saw me fail and suck really bad at the district program. As we move on throughout the day, I want you to really, really consider, where's your here? You know, being here, from a competent communicator to being a district director, has really got me thinking, what's next? What's next for me? You know what I'm thinking? I'm going to run for public office. Yeah, I'm seriously considering doing that. That's my next. Where? Would I have ever considered that? Not being in the Toastmasters program? Probably not. But I want you to realize where your here is. Where is your here, and how can the Toastmasters program help you? Because I'm going to tell you, there is a lot of opportunity for you to learn and grow, and you will get exactly out of it what you put into it.